And welcome back to my channel. If you know what lottery is and you see all the workouts and all the stuff that people do here for different lottery places, lottery games, this is just another one that I use. Um, I find this to be more right than wrong. Um, there's no math that you have to do here. There's nothing complicated. You don't have to take the first digit by the third digit, divide that, plus, minus. You don't have to do none of that. That's not what this is. This is something that's just basically look at because I did everything for you. So let's get started. This is for 7/13/2025. Currently, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and none of this has happened yet. Okay. So this is the workout you're going to use for the day, rundown, whatever you want to call it. Um, These are the numbers. See the highlighted digit right here? Okay, if you've seen this before, you already know. If you don't, I'm showing you. You're going to find numbers in and around and off of, including of this the highlighted digit, no matter what it is. For example, 369, that's a good number. 369, that's there twice. Um, yeah, 369 off that one, that highlighted right there. And that's kind of the way you do this. Here's 478, 478, 478 because that's off that highlighted zero. Anything that's any number that's touching that highlighted number or including the highlighted number um, is a potential play. Okay, um, this is the most speculation thing that I do, and that's basically what it is. It's a speculation thing. You're putting something together, hoping that it's going to come off the way you got it set up, right? So that's what that is. I'm going to come back to this. This right here is are the numbers that have fallen in 2025 for the 13th day of the month. Okay? These are official drawings. Official. You can go to the lottery website and you can see that in January 13th of 2025, 599 fell. And the same thing with this. This is January, February, March, April, May, June. And you can see here this 039 um, was a four-time hit. It was the fourth time it showed on the 13th day. 05 the following month, April, 605 fell. It was a 3x number. It went to a 4x number. And you could see the doubles 99, 33, 44, 44, 55. Okay, these are official. Okay, the reason I put this up here, it kind of gives you like a little picture of what has happened. You got, um, you know, how many numbers. This is one particular instance, but um, repeating digits. I love seeing repeating digits. Sometimes on this, the 4 out of the 6 draws will have like a 2-9, for example. You might want to play 2-9 on the evening draw. Just saying. And if it's up here, you see a 2-9, 289, 297, 429. You know what I mean? You see where I'm going with this. Um, 359. Now that's what that is. That's just kind of something that's giving you a picture of what has already happened and it's in the books. Now, this is the top 13th day numbers. These are all based on the official lottery drawings, and they are that these numbers have fallen 4 times on the 13th day of the month. Okay, so that's very specific. 13th day of the month for numbers from August 1st, 2016 to current. Okay, so the 13th day. So each one of these numbers have fallen 4 times. Each one of these numbers have fallen 3 times. Okay, you'll notice what 0, 039, 056. Um, ooh, yeah, there it is. There it is. 0390. That is a 4x hit. That means this was a 3x, that was a 3x, now it's a 4x. So Very simple, right? But these are based on the official drawings. Now, I do have a 2x list, but if I put that up, it's like 50 numbers. We don't want to do that. Least numbers possible. But it happens. These used to be a 2x number. Now they're 3. Okay, this right here is what's called the top fill-ins. These are numbers that are kind of intertwined with these numbers on my lists. And these numbers have not fallen on the 13th day of the month. Have not, ever, since August 1st, 2016. But, for example, on the 12th, 116 might have came 4 times. And on the 14th, it might have come 3 times. That's a hot number for the fill-in, for it to pop in there. And these fill-ins happen. It stinks because a lot of times I miss it. But, you know, because you're involved with looking at these numbers. So that's what the top fill-ins are. These right here are 2025. These are the hottest single number hits, meaning there's no doubles in here. It's just all single numbers. Did you know that 279 has fallen 7 times this year? This year in 2025, 7 times. It just fell recently. These numbers have fallen 6 times. These numbers 5 times. These numbers 4 times. I do have a 3x list, but it's a little longer too. But these are the hottest numbers. So if you're ever in a pinch and you're just kind of at the last minute, you know, I really don't have time to look for numbers or whatever, you can just play these right off the bat. That's 4, 5, 6, that's 7 numbers potentially you could play. These are the hottest doubles and the triples that have fallen this year. Okay. 044 6 times. You want to play a double? 44 is pretty hot. 5x 344 has fallen 5 times. The 099 355 have fallen 3 times, and that's just this year. That's what I'm going on, just this year. And 1s, 4s, 6s, and 7s have fallen this year. All right. So now that you understand that, we'll go back to this. If you have a particular number, see if it's right around that highlighted digit. Now, after the midday draw we still got, well, we can still almost 2.5 hours before the drawing for the midday for 7/13/25. So you can have a look at this if you see it beforehand. But I'm going to do a part 2 on this. So after the drawing happens, I'll put the winning numbers up here and do a comparison of what this was and what these numbers are and what this, if any of these numbers showed up, if any of the hot numbers fell, you know, so on and so forth. Now, this is specifically for the pick 3. I do the pick 2, I do the pick 4, and I do the pick 5 the same way. So most people are really into the pick 3. So, and this is specifically for Florida. That's it. This does not work with anything else. So this right here, pause it, look at your favorite numbers. Is one of those numbers off the highlighted digit? Now, personally for me, zeros, you know, I'm superstitious just like everybody else when it comes to playing lottery. You know, I don't spin around 3 times, but pretty close. But zeros and ones I generally don't play. So Sunday and Monday I'm probably not going to be playing because the zeros and ones are highlighted. But generally, when they are not highlighted, I will play and I will use these zeros and ones because they tend to show up right around the zeros and the ones. Like here's 242. Okay. Find your, do we have 2? We got 42 there. 042. You know, that's a good number. You got some zeros. You got 24 there. You got zeros here. So, you know, that just gives you an idea of how this works. You'll get a better understanding because this right here, this speculation thing right here, this rundown, works for the pick 2 because it will be the same. It works for the pick 2, pick 3, the pick 4, the pick 5. Okay. And sometimes the pick 3 is not even close. It's one digit or two digits for the pick 3, and then you'll find the pick 4 right here, right off this digit. It'll be 1242. It's crazy. It's been working like that. And the pick 5 is the same way. It'll be 10242, and it's right there. All you have to do is play it. Sometimes it's straight, 12042, just like that. I've almost caught it straight. But a lot of times I'll get a box. You know, that's just the way. Biggest amount of money I've ever won was 1,600. So that kind of stunk, but it was still money. But at the same time, this is what this is. This is what this is. I will come back here after the drawing and we'll talk about where these numbers fell, if they worked for the pick 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. Because wherever it works on, whichever one it falls on, is the one I'm going to use for the evening drawing. That's why I don't really play the midday. I want to see how this works out, see if I'm going to be wasting my time or money if this ain't working. Okay? So thanks for watching. That's it. And I will be back with a second video right after the midday draw. And I appreciate your time. Like, follow, share, all that good stuff. Subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you.